What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to answer NFL/college football mailbag question on Shedeur Sanders. The question is he an NFL first round caliber quarterback right now? Now, let's talk about it. So, coming off the TCU victory the Colorado victory versus TCU, the question I received in my inbox was, hey, is Shedeur a lock to go in the first round this year for the 2024 draft if he comes out? He is a junior. He can stay if he wants to. He does have a couple years or a year left of eligibility after this year. And most people will jump to yes, 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 first rounder, take him immediately, better than Caleb Williams or somewhere up there in the same range. I'm gonna say hold on for a second. It is something to talk about. It is something to discuss. Is he a true first round talent right now, coming off his body of work just so far? It's only week one of the 2023 season. He also has 2 seasons at Jackson State, so there is something to talk about there. But me personally, I say not quite. We need to see more. Just coming off of just one week one victory is not enough for me, honestly. And I don't know if the NFL agents and the NFL scouts will respect what he did at Jackson State. Me personally, I respect it. As I said in my Heisman ranking video I did just yesterday, I said I wasn't shocked at what he did versus TCU as far as picking them apart, poise, accurate, all that stuff. I'm surprised at the yardage. I didn't expect 500 plus yards. I was more in, like I said yesterday, more in the 325, 350 range, maybe through like a pick or something, but still had about 3 or 4 touchdowns, maybe with one interception. But he wasn't. He didn't really put no balls in danger, and had 4 touchdowns, 510 yards. Could have had more if it wasn't for a couple drop passes, a few big drop passes. Like, he placed the ball pretty well, not in harm's way. Like, he looked fantastic. But I would say to the people who jump to conclusions saying, yeah, first round prospect, top 10, top 5, hold on. Hold on. Slow it down some. You still have a generational talent in Caleb Williams that's sitting there, at number one for me, honestly. He's number one, hands down, no debate, right? Well, excuse me, I take it back. He's number one right now. It depends on if Drake May from UNC can turn up a little bit. I did a video this summer, forgot when, but probably about a few months ago, on the possibility of Drake May, just off of scheme wise, being the first overall quarterback over Caleb Williams. And I still believe in that. It depends on if the Cardinals coaches change or if Kyler is traded or something. Whoever is the first overall pick, if Drake May and Caleb Williams have different strengths and they have different weaknesses, there is an opportunity for Drake May to surpass Caleb Williams as far as what the team scheme, what the team needs are, as far as what they want in their quarterback. So I possibly think Drake May could be the first overall quarterback, but if not, Drake May probably will be somewhere in top 5, top 10. Same for Michael Penix Jr., potentially Quentin Ewers also. So I've seen some mock drafts saying about 6 or 7 quarterbacks could go in the first round. Normally it doesn't happen because players lose some steam. Things happen during the season. So I think for a guarantee, no question about it, at least 4 go in the first round. Quentin Ewers, Penix, Drake May, and Caleb Williams. Anybody else outside of that, I think will be second rounders or will be a fringe first rounder. Will be very tough. And I think Shedeur falls in that category. Even if he plays this way the entire season, I think NFL scouts might want more. And with him having another year of eligibility, and this is where NIL comes in at perfectly. After the TCU game, Shedeur Sanders' NIL evaluation, for what I've seen, it risen to about 3.5, 3+ million, right? Currently, prior to that, it was around 2.5 million. So he gained some money there. I'm sure if he's he's like his dad, he's a good businessman. He should cash in on it ASAP, not off the hype of that TCU matchup. So if he gets more money, if he stays and makes about 3 to 4 million this season, I'm sure in Colorado plays great the rest of the year. Maybe lose 2 or 3 games. He's gonna probably make around 3 to 5 next year also. There's no point in rushing. There's no point in putting your name on the ballot right now. Might as well wait and be the star of the 2025 class. So for me, honestly, I say no to the 2024 class. Wait, stay patient. You have Travis Hunter for one more year. You be around your dad for one more year. And you be the king of Colorado for one more year. And I think when the 2025 class rolls around, is no question about it. If Shedeur continues to play the way he's playing, and like as I said, not just against TCU, but even the Jackson State days. Even if he dials it back some, slows down some, and averages about 350 per game, that's still top notch. That's still shows the poise, still shows the athleticism in certain moments, still shows his willingness to pass the ball and pick teams apart. But the yards aren't quite there. He will still be a top prospect for that 2025 class. So for me, there's no one in the 2025 class right now that I would pick above him. Maybe if you say J.J. McCarthy, if he drops out of this class, which is very likely in my opinion, I think he returns also because he's not a guaranteed first round pick either. I think McCarthy and Shedeur go back to the 2025 class, and they will battle it out with guys like Drew Aller from Penn State, Cade Klubnik from Clemson, Connor Wagman from Texas A&M. Those guys aren't concerned about as far as going above McCarthy and Shedeur, in my personal opinion. I think McCarthy and Shedeur are a class above those guys, and I think, and also as I said, with NIL being here now for the last couple of years, but especially for these guys, they're going to get paid to stay in school. You might as well stay and have fun, and also continue to win and shine. And I don't see Shedeur not doing that for another year plus. So I think if this year goes successful, next year will too. Lord willing, for Shedeur's sake. And then you say, hey, I'm a senior now. Stayed all 4 years, or stayed 2 at Jackson State, 2 here. Balled out everywhere I went, and I've risen Colorado to a national powerhouse along with my dad. He's going to be the face of someone's franchise, probably a top 3, top 5 pick, maybe top 7. Because I think he's not a freak athlete, so that's what kind of limits him to not being a lot for the first overall quarterback. But he will probably be number 2. That's why I always mention him with J.J. McCarthy, because McCarthy has the athleticism and has that flash that Shedeur Sanders doesn't. That some teams, some schemes might need the mobility that Shedeur Sanders, he's mobile, but he's not a super athletic quarterback like that, like a Williams, like a Anthony Richardson, something like that can move around and scramble at full speed. He's more of a move to get in my spot or move to safety. That's more of a guy like Shedeur is. So for me personally, I say Shedeur should sit the 2024 season. Not sit, excuse me, that's the wrong term. Should waive his name for the 2024 draft, and then put in his ballot, put in his name for the 2025 draft, and he's a lock. Unless something crazy happens, he'll be a lock to be at least the number 2 quarterback off the board during that draft. I don't see no one else right now that can really challenge him, unless a guy like Quinn Ewers drop out the class and he comes back for his last year. But that's doubtful. You have Arch Manning there. You have Malik Murphy there also. There's no incentive for Quinn Ewers to stay unless he stays he stays in college football and transfers to somewhere else, which to me is unlikely. I think he gets up and get out of there. I think he's a first round lock in my opinion. Maybe later half of the first round, but I think he's a first round lock. I think Penix, I think May, and I think Williams are more of the top 15, top 20, and then Ewers is top 20 and down, down to pick 32 for me personally, at least for right now. So that's my prediction on it. That's my answer to the question. Is Shedeur a first round talent quarterback now? I say not quite. Almost. Probably even if he balls out the rest of the year, he might be a fringe first rounder. But I say for a guaranteed first round pick, I think he should go to the 2025 class and forgo the 2024 class and shoot. It might be him and Hunter going 1 and 2, or both going in the top 3, or both going in the top 5. So that's definitely possible there. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.